All right. So here's the thing: when it comes to understanding who's more integrable, either men or women, right? I think by far men are far more integrable than women are, right? Even when it comes to um, light matters. So when it comes to things like men dealing with other men, right? Men are far more honest with each other, right? We're far more upfront. For example, a man can tell another man, "Man, you look stupid in that shirt," right? Or you hella fat, nigga. You need to go on a diet, right? Or some shit like who fucked your cut up, right? Your hair cut up, right? We take that and we'll look deeply into it, and a lot of the times we'll go out and we'll go out and correct what's wrong, right? And even in arguments, right? Men tend to deal with each other um, by trying to find common ground, right? Because we're far more aggressive, right? And if we can't find common ground and the situation continue to escalate, right? Then we'll come to blows. We'll fight that shit out. And if we're true friends, right? We'll come together again, right? So we take correction far more easier than women do, right? And when it comes to the same matters with women, right? Since they are more manipulative, since they are more open and accepting, right? When it comes to women being too big for an outfit, or their makeup is fucked up, or their wigs are cocked to the side, or their outfit is just not right, right? They don't really tell each other the truth, right? They'll lie to each other and say shit like, "Girl, you look cute." You feel what I'm saying? And regardless, they'll try and build each other up the wrong way. And so it's more so at their detriment than anything, right? And this is because they're trying to be a good friend, right? They're trying to be a good person. They're trying to obviously present themselves in the best light possible. Although there's a flaw, there is something out of order. It's they don't try and correct it, and so this behavior, it teaches them that they can do no wrong no matter what, right? They're perfect. They're flawless. When it comes to much more meatier matters, for example, relationship issues, right? Women don't seek wise counsel. They don't seek advice. Instead, they seek people, those same people that try to build them up by making them feel good, right? They seek those people for answers, right? And they tell them, obviously, the things that they want to hear. So they'll go back to the relationship they're having trouble with this same mindset. I'm perfect. I'm not wrong. I can do no wrong, right? And as opposed to men, when we go out and we seek wise counsel, or we seek advice, right? We can take from that talk with the fellas. We take from that talk with our elders, or with someone who's been in the same situation. We'll go back to our relationship, and we can understand what we've done wrong and what we need to do to fix it, right? And typically, whether we're right or wrong, we're usually the ones to apologize first. Okay? And 95, probably higher, percent of the time, women see that as a victory. Women see that as an opportunity to confirm their innocence, right? Because we apologize first, they'll pounce on that, right? Because they see it as yeah, nigga, I'm right. I told you I was right. Because we apologize first, and more so, and it's because we want peace, right? And when it comes to things like single motherhood, or our children getting pregnant early and having babies early, or boys and girls becoming homosexuals, right? Normally we as men, we want to correct those bad things, those bad behaviors, those bad actions or incorrect actions and behavior, right? Because women are more accepting and more non-authoritative and more non-correcting and manipulative. These things are just accepted, right? And so in where does that mindset come from, right? Where does it come from? We have to dissect where does this mindset that women have come from. So culture over the years has taught women um, that they're correct, they're right, they're perfect, they can do no wrong. But how are they doing this? Right? They're doing this by giving women incentives for bad behavior and for bad decision making and for bad actions that they're taking, right? Things like divorce, things like single motherhood, things like abortion, things like education, right? Through this, they learn um, that they have a backing, right? They have someone there to co-sign all the bad decisions they make. And us men, we don't have that, right? And so when you ask a question on who's more integrable, men or women, we we don't have that social backing. We don't have that social conditioning. All we have is each other. And so, since women have all these people, books and other women and social agendas telling them that um, um, everything, let's not forget the music, right? Since they have all this shit telling them that everything they do is perfectly fine, you don't need to be held accountable for anything. Well, then that's where that mindset comes from, right? And instead of listening to the people they should be listening to, which is us, because we come from more of a logical standpoint than an emotional one and a non-manipulative one, and one of correction and reform. um, uh, we tend to be more right in our assessment of situations, right? And so but overwhelmingly, the social agenda that women tend to follow has them in that mindset. But some way, somehow, we need to start correcting that. And men, that'll start with us having a higher standard and having more of an accountability over our women. You understand? All right, man. Y'all holla.